Hello there. I am going to do a review on this new format that I am using. So here's my first review. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it's a little bit smoother. And as I get better with this, I'm going to actually edit my videos. But this one is going to be on Isn't It Romantic? And this is a new romantic comedy featuring Rebel Wilson. For all of you who don't know, she is quite funny. And the actor who played in Workaholics. They seem to do a lot of videos, or rather movies together. But first off, I want to start by giving a brief overview on what the film is about, the pros and cons, and then I'm going to give whether or not you guys should go and watch this. So, let's just dive right into this, into the first overview. The overview of the film. It is a romantic comedy that's not a romantic comedy. I don't want to tell you too much because it would spoil it. But it kind of pokes fun of the genre. That's pretty much it. That's the premise of the film. So let me dive into my pros. The pros of this movie is Rebel Wilson. She's quite hilarious in this film. And the other pro is what the story represents. When you're watching this film, you think it's going one way, but then it goes another. And the story starts off with her in a subway being mugged. She gets away from the attacker, and then she runs into a beam, hits her head, and gets stuck in, I guess, what her version of a romantic comedy is, which is quite hilarious because you see a lot of the tropes and different things that romantic comedies use. And it's hilarious to watch a movie that pokes fun of that. A big pro, I'd have to say, is how the movie is self-aware of how it is not a comedy. And for people going in to see it, it has a sort of, not a comedy, but not a romantic film, but it has sort of a romantic thing to it. But that's not the highlight of the film. The film has a larger story, yet simple story that it's telling, which you'll figure out by the end of the movie. So, my cons. Not really a fan of romantic comedies, personally. The jokes feel like some of them are forced or just there to be sort of crude humor. And I feel like maybe the film was a little bit longer than it could have been. Granted, it was only an hour or something, but then again, it could just be I'm not a fan of romantic comedies. I like romantic movies, but not comedies. So, what can I say about this movie? If there is nothing else out, which there is, then this is a good movie to see. If you're going with someone that you are involved with, it's probably a good movie to see. Other than that, it's just a typical standard run-of-the-mill comedy movie with romance in it. Other than that, there's not really much that I could say about this film. It's very generic, very basic. Would I recommend this for people to go and see? Only if you're in the mood for a comedy, seeing as to there aren't really other comedies out at this time. Other than that, it's alright. I'd more wait for this one to come out on DVD. So, I know this is a brief review. I just want to see how this turns out, and then I may start reviewing more movies in this format because I like how it turns out when I'm finished with the video. So, thank you, everybody. This is my first video in this new format, and if it works out, I'm going to play around with editing these videos. So, there you have it. Thank you for tuning into the channel. If you like the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, leave me a comment, and let me know anything that you are interested in me reviewing. Other than that, thank you very much, and I will see you guys on the next video, or at the third. Bye.